almost asking, what's step one? Like, what book besides
that book right in front of you is Paul. I'll let you go.
It's funny you mentioned what you just said because my first wine book ever was Wine for Dummies.
Mine too.
See?
And
Okay,
it was
so
fucking
early
great.
2000s.
It set me up for success.
I'm not
I'm
that
telling
dumb.
you, man.
I read that on cruise ships, and I used to drink Santa Margarita.
I love
Swear to
it.
Christ.
I feel
love
so
it.
much better right now, and
Yeah.
a little vindicated.
Yeah,
Thank you.
totally.
I was
Don't be
worried.
afraid to get a For Dummies
No,
book.
I mean, I'm not.
They're there for a
Just
But
get
at
it
the
in
same
for you.
time, I
Get it
put
in
this
you.
podcast out and look stupid every week. Everyone knows I'm a dummy. I just didn't know what the first step was.
You know,
We should get
Paul, take-
podcasts for dummies.
Okay.
Yeah, no shit. As we do season 3 here, people are like, please fix
Yeah,
your
it's
audio.
Kip,
We're all
we're
just
back.
hitting our mics.
We're back. I'm taking classes, and everything is great.
Okay, well, that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. I don't feel nearly as dumb.
Just
Because-
get in there, get on the knowledge train, and just find your own way to do it. It's not going to be fucked up. Just easy for you to do, and you can retain the knowledge, and you're having fun. Don't be Johnny Sommelier about it all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just drink and have fun.
Yeah. Know what you like.
Then I can figure out.
Now that we've kind of talked about the kind of business and stuff behind this, where can we find your guys' wines? Like, we were talking about restaurants here and fucking stores. Like,
Let's
where?
start plugging them.
We'll go one by one, Paul.
Yeah.
Why don't we all do it, and then
There we go.
whoever,
That's cute.
Round
whenever,
robin.
whenever
I
you,
love a round
whenever
robin.
you double it up, you're out, and you have to make a
See?
taco for someone still in.
Oh, I've
That's
had so
it.
many times.
All right, we have a gambling game going here, and this is why the fucking videographer should have been here because this would have been interesting.
You don't know.
Um,
It's all right. The studio's a little messy today,
Shout out
so
to the
we have to
videographer.
make sure.
Well, we'd have to hide a
But
couple
just
things.
it's just really tacos and wine bottles and marijuana. Anyway, go ahead, Paul. What do you got?
I will start with our friends over at Mr. B's. Mr. B's downtown, Golden Triangle, and Stanley Marketplace.
3 locations.
3 locations are everywhere.
And next up, Denver Wine Merchants. Fabulous place in Globeville.
All right, so y'all know that I spend most of my time over at Morgan's house in Arvada, and I've been able to find their wine at Spirits Wine Provision. It's in Old Town, right there at the crossing. They actually have a pretty cool little speakeasy late at night. So when
Yeah,
they
it's a
close
wine
the
bar
shop,
in the back
it's a wine bar.
that no
after-
one knows about, and it's the best wine bar
It's-
outside of Denver.
It's a lot of
proper.
fun,
You know
and
what
so
I mean?
Morgan and I have gone over there, but I've also been buying y'all's wine when I'm on her side of town over there. I will say be careful with some of those that have the pop tops because I sprayed the roof of the
No.
goddamn.
You must have got an early vintage. Just keep the wine real cold and don't move it. In this.
All right, Chris, your turn.
I got to kick it in our neighborhood, Joy Wine and Spirits.
Okay, there we go.
Friends of the
Hi,
program.
Holly.
A fellow New
Yeah.
Orleans lady. I mean, Holly is the one, the general manager.
Shout out. She's actually. I enjoy hanging out with her. We
She's
talk
from
about.
Hammond.
Yeah, we talk about
Oh, she
food
don't- she
every
didn't get
time.
mad.
we're
All right,
there.
what you got, Paul?
I have a restaurant for you.
Okay.
Brasserie Brixton.
Ooh, the French spot in Park Hill.
Hot
For those
hits.
that don't know, during the pandemic, they pivoted to pizza, killed it, and now have pivoted back to full French menu and are slaying it. And apparently, have
New York
dank-ass
Times did an
wine.
article.
Yeah, it's.
Yep.
I mean, it's excellent food. If anybody wants
fabulous.
French forward food,
Next up, Mondo Vino, fabulous wine store in the Highlands.
that actually sounds just like a sportscaster.
It does.
Oh, boy.
The first one did not. The first one.
I had to get in
sounded
it. I'm just gonna keep
The
letting
gl-
go.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going restaurants as well, and I'm going with a recently reopened big ass dining room cart driver low high mega menu. It's not just pizza and 10 fish. It's not just pizza and 10 fish.
Oh, we love those things too.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I fuck with that. All that piata bread and olive butter. I mean, I'd stick my
Just
dick.
forget about it.
Use it as lube. It's great.
Oh,
Okay,
piata,
Chris,
piata.
you're on the hot seat. Give us one. Or you're making tacos.
All right, this is a guess. I could be wrong. I'm going to go with our friends over at Hop Alley.
Oh, absolutely.
Nailed it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Chef Tommy Lee for pretty much providing dinner tonight. The Korean lettuce wraps have been fantastically seasoned. So thank you for the heads up on how to shop at H Mart.
I'll give a shout out to our friends at Sunday Vinyl, Tavernetta, and Frosca Food and Wine, and
Can't
Pizzeria
take all
Locale.
three.
They all under
Pizzeria
the same-
Locale up there in Boulder.
God damn it!
Yeah,
I was
I'm going to
living-
take them all.
I had my last day at Tavernetta this past Friday.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm going into a new job, but I
congratulations.
love all things Frosca family.
They're
It's
the
great.
best. They're wonderful.
You
I'm
know, there's a
struggling
little place.
Now. I'm struggling now. I'm in
There's a
pickle.
place in right across. Noble Riot, one of the better.
Oh.
One of the cooler, hipper, nice guys. Great, very knowledgeable staff. They're just a great place. Noble Riot, check them out.
Now I'm in a pickle.
No, you got to just think of like.
Hold on. Dio
I
Mio
was gonna
Pasta.
tell you.
There
it is. Yep. Down on Larimer Street. Wednesdays is wine night and pasta night, where you can get 2 pastas for like $20. It's a fucking steal. Whatever it is, I get regularly drunk and eat it. It's fantastic. Swing over there on a Wednesday. I recommend it. This episode drops on a Tuesday, so people may hear it.
Yep.
Bada bing. Chris?
I'm going to go with Annette.
Do they currently have any of our wines?
They have in the past.
They have
for
in the
sure.
past.
They're fantastic.
Okay.
Yep.
See, and now,
Love 'em.
now we're awkwardly putting people on blast to get more Benny and Zoid.
Yeah, no,
So-
no.
Buy our wine.
Yeah, it's a great
Well,
ad
that's
for
enough.
y'all.
We got enough people out there.
Yeah, that's a good number right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one
Try
had to
'em
make
out.
anyone tacos. But okay, so we did the business aspect of it. Now we're time to talk a little bit more about our local Denver scene. I know, obviously, you're relatively new to the scene. Benny, you've only been here a year or two, but you've also been known because you're a huge foodie and tackling every taco truck in Denver. So we
One of the things I've done. I've also been coming here playing Red Rocks for a long time. And
Okay.
just doing that for like over 10 years. So
Well, we
I've
usually
been-
do like date night and so I don't know if you usually did dates and stuff like that, but we're gonna still ask you happy
like that.
hours and taco trucks and a couple
happy hours.
drink.
Wow.
And we have a couple of different questions for you, but we're gonna start with say favorite happy hour y'all enjoy right now as drinkers, not as distributors. Take off the distributor hat.
I see that.
This is just for fun.
Paul, please.
One of my favorite things of all time is to drink a Negroni and eat little fried things. And they have a fantastic aperitivo hour at Tavernetta.
They
They
do.
do this little cacio e pepe. I don't know if it's still on the menu, but this little
Most definitely is.
fried cacio e pepe situation that is so dope. And had that with a Negroni, a little bit of cheese
Done
and balsamic.
deal.
Done deal.
That
It's the
sounds
best.
fantastic.
Love
Love it.
Negronis.
Yeah.
Love it.
Chris, Bobby's getting a couple plugs here tonight. Way to go, Bobby. He's a forward thinker
Call
restaurateur.
us, Bobby.
Call us, Bobby.
I don't know if I don't think that I even have. They didn't give me his number. I think we worked through his business manager. I was like, "How do I get in contact with you?" Because he was on the podcast like 2 years ago, and he was like, "Oh fuck, go through somebody else." But
I ain't got time to do
he
it.
was a blast. He was a good sport. We made him believe that we were runners.
That's a good one. What about you, Benny?
I don't do happy hour, man.
You don't do happy
I
hour?
don't do it. Nope.
When do you start drinking?
You'd be surprised. You think
11
it
a.m.
never ends. Here we go. You think I
We
would-
did happy hour last week,
when
2
did-
weeks ago,
Because we had a little meeting, didn't we?
and then we went to Brass Tacks and got cheap drinks. And
So
food.
just because you have a meeting during a happy hour time and you go to a restaurant where
How
it's
do you-
happy
Best way to
hour.
happy hour,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
like
because then
happy
you
hour.
don't have to pay for it. I only do my business
Yeah,
meetings
that's
at
a good
lunch and
point.
happy hours.
I just don't do. I don't. I guess I've been touring again, and 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock is like sound check. So I'm not like.
Okay.
I'm not doing like. I drink like later, like before the gig or something.
Okay,
And
let's say you're playing Red Rocks. Where would you like to grab a cocktail where you could go unsuspectingly and people are like, "There's that Grammy winner."
That's cute. Geez, where would I go? TGI Fridays.
Nice.
See, that's
Wow.
what happened.
Hey,
Let's
He
go.
literally tried to stick up
He wants his
early
baby back,
before we
baby back,
started
baby
the
back.
segment. He was like, "Oh, I've got this. I used to play Red Rocks all the time before I moved here." The first question, he's fumbling. Benny,
I don't do happy hour, motherfucker. All right.
where's your favorite place to get a drink in Denver?
Oh, now we're talking. What's Candlelight?
Oh, shout out to our
yeah.
friends at
Oh, boy.
Dive
Candlelight.
Wanna start doing
favorite
this? You
dive
wanna do
bar.
dive?
Chris
You wanna-
and Scott.
Want to go? What's it? Was it P&J's? Is that what it is?
PNS?
PS Lounge. The
Yeah,
greatest.
they
Get a
still
rose.
do they give you a rose when you walk in? Yeah, it's a great place. Chris has mentioned it. It's the place
we're
you go
dive
after.
bar.
An Alabama
Yes.
Slammer.
Yeah, you go there after dinner, and your date always is impressed because you knew the rose was coming. Because what is it, like $1?
And the mystery shot.
And I guess there's a mystery.
It's
That's
an
just
Alabama
that's just
Slammer.
on top.
Mystery solved.
Yeah. Ugh.
But I love Death and Company would be a place. Do they do a happy hour? No. No.
I don't know.
I like great cocktail
Happy hour is more
lounges.
about the vibe and the people than it is the actual specials, but that's fair.
That's cute.
Yeah. PS Lounge is a pretty solid one. We've been trying to show more love to Colfax recently.
There's so many dope things on that freaking street.
I mean,
dude.
Chris
Shout
has
out to Q House.
Okay.
There's another one.
Nice little, the other hop alley on the other side of the.
the Middleman
City.
Bar and Q House are
Middleman
fire.
Bar.
That's that little strip of that building is
It's hip,
exceptional.
Lions Lair is great too.
That's what I was-
my favorite dive bar.
I was pointing to Chris because I thought he's
Dude,
and the Squire's been popping off recently
Where's
too.
the choir?
It's on the corner of Williams
Yeah, it's a
and
couple
Colfax.
few
blocks
We could go
down.
get brewskis after this
This
if y'all didn't have to
choir.
No,
work.
but the great thing about Lions Lair is they just started back their Monday night open mic comedy.
That's amazing.
So
I
it's
wanna
just
go.
random
That's-
people doing comedy, and some of
Definitely
it
my
is
wheelhouse.
so bad.
That
Ready
is,
to go.
I think that is what we need to do, and just like unsuspectingly make someone famous. Be like,
today
oh,
Monday?
check this guy.
Yeah.
Are we going tonight? I mean, we have 6 bottles of wine we've been tasting.
A tasting quotation marks.
2 ounce pours.
To be fair, at first I was kind of being casual with it, and then I got cavalier with one of them. The questions just started like slipping out of my mind, so I had to stop a little bit. I stumbled on one earlier.
You're all right.
All right, so we've talked a little bit about. I like
The
the
dive
dive bar.
bars.
So what's a dive bar that you can get some gnarly food at? Because it's usually you like I like
Used to be
Don's
Brass
Club
Tacks.
Tavern, but it's not really a food.
No.
Actually, I would throw fully Candlelight Tavern onto that
On the food
list, and I
spectrum,
will
too?
tell you one thing that's about to really be the hot tip of the episode. Brum, brum, brum. And that is that Candlelight Tavern, coming from Paul from Buffalo, has the best buffalo wings in Denver, period, full stop.
Okay, so we have
Full stop. A guy
Okay,
from
I
Buffalo.
love that.
It's true. They're the right size because you don't want them too big because it's just a little bar snack. You know what I mean? It's not
How about
great sauce.
I
Serve
love
it with
this.
blue cheese.
And then
It's
Brothers
the best.
Bar is
I make-
also good too.
No,
but
that one's got
that's
a killer
common.
burger.
It's in an area where there's a lot of stuff. But Candlelight, you got to know about that.
You gotta
It's
know.
a great little bar. I like to go drink Budweiser and play pool over there and just
Absolutely.
listen to a little 90s country and not. You don't have no
That's
one bothers.
exactly it.
That's it. I didn't even know that.
all my roots.
I didn't know they were sitting
Showed
on
up
dang.
in boots. Brewing up like Southfield.
Here he goes.
Give it to me.
No,
Come
that's
on.
it. That's it. That's enough.
Big Garth Brooks fans over here.
I'm actually a Brooks and Dunn guy as well.
I just-
So can you give me a Neon Moon?
I'm a Neon-
That's
no.
his thing.
Come
Right,
on,
right.
give her.
If
That's
you
his tune.
lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely. Watch your broken dreams. Anybody else? Sending out beams on the moon.
This is,
Fantastic.
That was not that bad.
that was actually.
I have I like a little bit of like the southern. Watch her.
I don't know how you hit that southern kind of twang.
Beam,
To,
beam. You gotta crack it. Beam. All right, let's get a little out of hand.
All
We're
right,
talking
no.
about Denver here, not
Okay.
me and my Brooks and Dunn impression.
no, I literally would pay money to see you
One
do a
thing-
Brooks and Dunn concert.
One thing we haven't really
What
asked.
if you just did 90s covers at your next?
I
at the
want to
next
do
one?
an Alan Jackson tribute, to be
Can
honest.
we
Oh, that'd be
please
great.
look? So
But
let's talk about.
Whoa.
Can we give a shout out to your friends that you work with? Because you mentioned Mary Allison and McLean
Yes.
earlier. They do the Big Door Prize, and y'all oftentimes will play up there, serve the wines and things. But that is an event that is awesome, and they always are donating to a righteous cause. And then y'all recently just did another wine event with, I don't know her name. Is it Moonshade Events?
Motherfunk.
Motherfunk Events. I knew it was an M.
Madeline Stegman.
Madeline. So she kills it as well. And so I just want to give a quick shout out to those people and see when is the next one of those projects coming up where we can all come and enjoy y'all's little side
We
project.
missed a call. I missed a call from her today. We're trying to get something really cool lined up. Mary and McLean have a couple more door prize events
Yep.
this summer.
I know they just did one in Brooklyn as
Yep.
we talked.
Happening now.
Yeah.
And
As
I
we do
heard
this.
Rhino Yacht Club, where they really kind of their claim to fame when they moved to town, in addition to their proper pour, their beautiful beverage store. Anyway, they're opening the new iteration of that, and the other side of Brasserie Brixton on
In
Williams.
Park Hill.
Yes, and it's going to be in like in a month or 2 or 3, not too long. And it's going to be the dopest, newest, awesomest.
That's where we're going to hang out on. That's
That is
going to
the
be the
new
bar.
vibe.
We're all getting
Park
tanked.
Hill's becoming
So,
dope.
yeah, and so this is one thing that Chris and I were talking about in the first part of this segment of the show today was everyone has kind of started to pocket off in Denver. Like once like a large congregation would come down to downtown or to Rhino.
Yeah.
It seems, and Lohi, and while those things are
saturated.
still fruitful, it's oversaturated to the point where you would rather find solace and fun in your own neighborhood, and you don't